Hello everybody, it's the YOLO Donkey here, and today I have a new game called Prison Architect. And you know what, this is a special game, not because it's new to the channel, because it's the first game where I can test out my voices, because there's basically no dialogue, there's only words that the characters say, and I get to be testing out how good I am at making voices for people and memorizing it. The game is Prison Architect. You just build a prison, but with some story elements to it. And yeah, here we go. I don't have a continue game. New game. New slot 0. New slot. Start with an empty plot of land. Warden? Wait. Prison stories, that's what I wanted to do. Begin game. I played a little bit of it just to test it out. Just to see if it's going to record right for the series. The guy on the left, Randall, has a turban on. It's weird. It's a prison. Foreman's office, chief's office, warden's office. Garbage. Preacher. Ah. Oh, alright. He looks kind of old, so give him an older man voice. This is a tough one. There's a prisoner incarcerated at his facility who's been convicted of a double murder and sentenced to death. That's where we come in. We've been contracted to construct an execution chamber in time for the big guy's big day. This is where I want the new facility to be built. The first step with any project is to construct the building itself. We need to make sure there's enough space inside to fit all the rooms we require. In this instance, we need an execution chamber and a cell. So let's get started. To construct a new building, press left to open the construction menu and select structure. From there, simply select building brick. Position the cursor where you would like to start building and hold X. Drag out the shape of the building you'd like to create. So construction, structure, building, right here, and yepper. Let's see what he wants. Your workmen are responsible for the construction of buildings. They will collect the steel and concrete from the storeroom and take it to the construction site. They'll use the raw materials to build the foundations and framework of your new building. This is the slowest part of construction, so if you should plan ahead with the new facilities, while we wait for them to finish, let's take a look around. Use right stick to move the cameras R2 and L2 to zoom in and out. Looking around. I love how the game's built on the blueprint. It's clever. Oh. Yeah. Oh, some. Oh, we can hold triangle to speed it up. Oh my God, yes. Normal. We need to be able to get in and out the new building, so let's add an entrance. Build a large jail door into the south wall. To build the jail door, press left again to open the construction menu, and then select doors and walls. With the doors and walls menu open, simply select large jail door, position the cursor in the highlighted rectangle, and then press X to build the door. Alright. And I've given that weird little speech impediment because not everybody can talk perfect. I sure can't. Let's speed through this. Trash. As I said, we need a cell and execution chamber in our new building. Pattern the space out with some brick walls. You can build brick walls by returning to the walls and doors menu. Press left to the construction menu and select walls and doors. Alright, walls and doors. Simple enough. How you doing? Boom. 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 And boom. Alright, speed run. No, matter of fact, let's just go normal for a little bit. Check out this place. Bed, light, radio. So this is a pretty big place. That pond looks like a dick, but okay. Don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Y'all done building that wall yet? I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. Good work. Now add large jail doors to the dividing walls. You need to rotate one of these large jail doors before you place it. You can do so by clicking L3. Alright, walls and doors. Get that right there. Spinneroonie, and there. And now, let's get this through. Because waiting's the boring part. It's a tree. Alright, back to normal. That's looking good. Now we need to design the room type each in our new building, so that everyone knows what each room is used for. Use the rooms menu to design a cell, the smaller area where our condemned inmate will rest until it's time to perform the execution. Then designate the execution room into the large area. So construction rooms. Execution is going to be the big one. Not that big, that big. And cell is going to be the itty bitty. And now let's fast. Oh, these new rooms have requirements before they become functional. The cell needs to contain a bed and a shitter. At a bare minimum, we need to reach the legal requirements. The execution room obviously requires an electric chair if it is to be performed executions. You can find all the objects in the objects menu. To add new objects to the room, press left, open the construction menu, and select objects. So bed there. Bed over. A toilet. And an electric chair. I'd rather someone shoot me in the face. Alright, let's get this through. Alright, come on, CEO. That's the installance taken care of. But there is a few more improvements you could make. It's up to you though. These aren't strictly required. It depends on how much you care about your prisoners and their environment. This cell itself can be improved with an outward facing window and a small book shelf. And the facility would look better with higher quality floor materials like wood floorboards and monastic tiles. Outside you could add some lighting and a paved way as it is needed. The man question, Edward Rosemary, a teacher once, would you believe? It's not our place to decide if he deserves it. The law has made a decision. We're just here to do a job. Once you're satisfied with the facility, you can begin with the prisoner transfer to his new cell. Simply place the cursor on the snapshot in a cell and press square to initiate the transfer. So flooring, wood floor. So let's just do that. Bookshelf. Oh yeah, how far can we zoom in? I want to see what this is gonna look like. Yeah, I like that. So I need to zoom out. Boom, boom, boom. Flooring, concrete tiles. Alright, now let's speed run. That's a sexy room. Anything else we need? Oh, what is that? Oh, he's just carrying the entire bookshelf. Who's whistling? I hear whistling. Alright, I think that's all they said do. Alright, now let's click on the Polaroid and see what this man did. Wait, let me get a sip for myself. Alright, the chief. Someone's taking a shit. Don't shred one tear for this guy. He's a stone cold killer, guilty as charged. He even confessed. Wanna know what he did? It's juicy stuff. It was around 11 p.m. The lights were over there on. I knew she was home. Why do those lights look like weird tampons? Oh, she giving him some good head. Oh. You, I knew I'd catch you to it here. Edward, Don't, just don't. What are you going to do? Holy shit. Okay. clear as day if you ask me. Deserves every vote he gonna get. All men deserve forgiveness. Even him. Are you sure yourself you can't deal out such final judgment? Catching your wife with another man's no excuse for what you did. And he went there with a loaded gun. No one found them together. Just double premeditated murder. He's done nothing but cooperate with the authorities. The state is making an example out of him. If he'd committed a crime 100 miles north, he'd be looking at life imprisonment instead. How is that a justification? You want a guy like this running free? I'll sleep finding that known. He's gone, you know. See ya. Good work so far. However, there's one problem in the execution room. It is not operational yet because it doesn't have any power. We need to connect it directly to the power station supplies our prison with its electricity. Did I accidentally change his voice mid thing? Working on viewing the prison on the underground view, you can see the electrical wiring layout from the entire prison. Each building in the prison is connected to a power grid by these thick underground electrical cables shown in green. Power is provided by the prison by a power station, which draws electricity from the national grid. These men are taking dumps. As you can see, the entire cell block is without power. To fix this problem, we need to... Oh, it's hard to commentate with people taking dumps. We need to switch to underground view to understand why the lights are without power. The nearest electrical cables are too far away. Our engineers can't complete the wiring for this area. You need to extend the electrical cables nearby that covers the wiring of this prison. To construct a new electrical cable, press left to open the construction menu. Select power supply. Place the electrical cables in the highlighted areas to provide for block A, S, A, P. That guy's voice makes my cheeks hurt. That makes him a cheeky man. So then some down here. To-do list. Bit electric cables. Bit electrical cables. Oh yeah. 8 wide, 4 long, or 8, yeah. Speed run, my good. Oh, I thought a riot just kicked out. Lights aren't the only thing that needs power. Your new electric chair does, too. Use more electrical cables to connect the execution facility to the power station. The electrical chair itself is a special type of electrical item. It requires its own designated power supply. That means you need to connect it up directly with the electrical cables. Alright, so Brat. Speed run, my good man. Oh. Alright. We're almost done, I think. We should test the new execution room at least once before we use it, though. I'm just going to turn it on for a few seconds. Make sure everything is A-okay. Well, that didn't work. It looks like we drew too much power and tripped a circuit breaker in the power station. The whole prison is dark. We're going to need more juice to be able to handle the power spike that the electrical chair generates. Adding capacitors to our power station allows it having more electrical atoms connected to it. Ooh, excuse me. Build 3 more capacitors around the power station, so it has enough capacity to handle us turning on the Zappa. To add the electrical components, capacitors, we need to press left and select the power supply menu again. So a capacitor. Speed run, my good man. The entire world's on one piece of paper. What I've already done? Cool. Now we've made these improvements, we should be able to get the power back up and running. So let's give it a go. Switch back to power station by placing the cursor over and pressing X. Looks like the lights are back on all over the prison, which is a good sign. Now we're ready to test the electric chair again. I hope the power station copes with extra load. Jokes. LOL this time. Testing electric air is easy. You just need to switch it on, place the cursor over it, and press the X button. Well done. I believe we are finished with this job. What happens now is out of our hands. We did a professional job, and that's important to our business. Try not to worry about what happens next, buddy. So he's going to confess. Can I help you, my child? Are you looking for forgiveness? I don't know. I have done something. I can't live with the things I've done. You have to turn yourself in. Whatever you've done, you cannot evade the consequences. You'll never be able to live with yourself until you face up to your past. I want to go back. I want to forgive her. I want her to forgive me. God will forgive you, no matter what have you done, if you ask him to. But you must answer for your crimes in the eye of the law. There is no other way. It is time, Edward. You have to do the right thing now, even though the world will not forgive you for it. You will be with God, and He will have final judgment on you. I enjoy doing voices. Might not be good at them, but I enjoy it. Trying to break the tension. I don't want to build too much, but at the same time I do. Oh my god. Edward Rosemary, you have been found guilty of 2 counts of murder in the 1st degree. The penalty? Death. Do you have anything to say? Susan, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, I didn't know this game was going to be emotional. I was not ready for this. I thought this was going to be a fun little building simulator game for prisons. I didn't know it was going to have this story in it. I felt bad for Edwards. Even though he did some messed up stuff, I don't... Yeah, he should have got life. Oh, that... Wait, was that chapter... Yeah, that was chapter 1. Oh, so that was chapter 1. So I'm going to have to leave the video here. We'll do a chapter per episode. That sounds like it. Alright, well... American Eagle, you know, one of my friend gamers, YouTubers. Well, he doesn't like upload a lot because he doesn't have the time, but spring break's coming up, yay! And he's gonna be putting 1 video per day. That's 7 videos straight from the mind of American Eagle. And also a shout out to my man Zoo Boy Kenny. Alright. Anything else you gotta say, Wall? It's a wall, I can't say anything. But I've been a YOLO Donkey. You've been my YOLO Bros and YOLO Sisters. And I shall see you the next time you click a new video. Peace.